guess we can go ahead and start streaming then. And are we live? Hello? Okay, yeah, we're live. Alright. I should probably change that title, not gonna lie. I don't think that title's cutting it. Animating Baldi Basics. Pre-production. I can't spell for my life. Huh. No restrictions. Film and animation. Yeah, film and animation. Okay. I don't know if anyone's gonna join. Ugh. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm streaming on ST Animations, which I plan on changing back to Insidious. Okay, wow. So to fill you in, cute. Anyway, to fill you in, I am in pre-production. It's almost like a concept type of thing right now for a film. This is one of those I've been wanting to do for quite a while now. So if anyone who watches this other than a live stream and just through normal YouTube, then there you go. So I'll go ahead and get you filled in quickly. Who's that watching? Hi, I see. Oh, okay. Okay, that's nice. Good connection. Nice. But yeah, so this is something that's gonna be quite serious, I guess. I don't know, but this is something I do want to have fun with, so I will put you guys behind the scenes of all this. Everything we do will be backtracked. You know, I'll give you the basic premises on things. So to start off, I will open up my notepad. Okay. Let me go ahead and move my camera back a little. You guys can see here. I'll actually mute or get rid of my camera here. So, investigator basics. Investigator ties in because of all the disappearance of Big Brother at the age of 10, Danny Rolling, and Gainesville Ripper. They're all culprits of. Okay. Okay. They're all culprits of killings that happened here in Florida in the 90s, which I think they were. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna make sure. So there's a Butcher family. These are made up people. These will definitely not be misinformed as real people. So the Butcher family is Silas and Lauren Vogt, and how you would pronounce their name is Vogt, which you think is Vogt or Vog, but it's Vogt. Vogt. Okay. All right. For anyone who cares. So the characteristics, we have Silas, cruel, non-hearted, worth ethic type man with unknown specific goals. Kind of like a William Afton inspired character, to be honest. But Lauren, she's a nice, friendly, happy-go-lucky woman with a taste of future society. So she's a very fashionable type of person, so she's kind of pursuing a business in that. Lauren. So her backstory, she was raised from a wealthy, work-friendly environment, originally worked at Walmart as a manager, met Silas at the meat station in Walmart, and fell in love not knowing he came out of a psych ward. He came out of a psych ward. Now, Silas over here, he came from, I wouldn't say the less fortunate side of things, but he's less fortunate, so that's for sure. But he came from, he came from less fortunate, I guess. So he was, in fact, a failed abortion from Illinois, specifically Schaumburg, or however you would say it there. He worked in Walmart to pursue his cult practice at his apartment after being sent out from a psych ward in Schaumburg Institute. Now in Florida, his practice continues, meets Lauren, and keeps a secret from Lauren until future events, which I cannot get into. It was demanded by his cult leader to go to Florida and continue the rest of his practicing. So, this was the house that was originally lived in the early 90s, late 80s. Then we're brought to present day, which would be the Tracy, so Alicia, a mom of 2, 35-year-old, and she wants the investigator to figure all this out, which the investigator doesn't really tell why he would necessarily go there, but he just says because, he wants to figure out why there's ghostly activity there. But the truth is, Silas has actually a lot to play in this, more than the Tracys are aware of. So they're kind of being kept in the dark from the investigator. So Stephen, the dad of the family man who is just ready to get out of the house, he's ready to get out of there. So you don't really see him talk too much, but he's there. And then Gabe, young mischievous boy with 50-50 respect. So yes, he's an ADHD child. He's got a personality. He's got a kick. He's a pretty funny kid, albeit a little mouthy, kind of like in real life. Then Stevie. By the way, this is not exactly who I am, but in a way, it kind of is. So, a quiet kid with harmful intent, questionable integrity, and extremely shady. More on that later, and so I'll get into that here in a bit. So, there's this box. This box has a lot of basic information on what would exactly be happening. But as time goes on, investigator goes through torment due to activity getting worse and worse. Silas knows his victim's brother is there. That's why things are getting horrible. And again, more to this later. So there are clues left and right in the house, but the Tracys really never acknowledged any of it besides Mr. Quiet Boyo Stevie. So there's a couple of ideas I've thought about incorporating with Stevie. I'm gonna consider myself to be a separate character in this than I am in real life, because in real life I'm actually not like that. Like I'm loud and obnoxious. Hi, here I am. I figured that would be better. So anyway, so this is almost like a labyrinth, so almost like a FNAF 6 type of deal. There's a reason why the investigator would go there, to the house, and like I said, the Tracys are being kept in the dark about it. The reality of this is, I'm going to make myself bigger here. The reality of this is the Tracys don't understand the fact that he's probably going to want to stay because of this situation. So the Tracys, after a while, they're going to probably wonder and be like, why is he wanting to stay in our house? Why does he think he lives here now? And it's going to want them to get out, and eventually that doesn't happen. It won't happen. So, to figure out how the children were killed, I figured, so there's going to be at least, I would say, 10 missing children in the 90s at that time. I would say 10. This is a probability. Now, my camera is going all kinds of wacko here. Let me just quickly fix that. Hi, how's it going? So, with that being said, apply, okay, boom. Okay, so with that being said, I thought about it, and how would I make this work? How would I get the incorporation of showing through an arcade game of how they were killed? Why an arcade game? If you think about it, arcade games in the 90s and 80s were pretty famous then. In the 90s you also had your, NES and 64 consoles and stuff, because it was new. But arcade games were still going around, plus these kids were like from 7 to 10, so of course it's going to entertain them. They're going to want to come back for it. So Silas would lure the kids in with that, I guess. He would say, oh, I have a bunch of arcade games, almost like a William Afton type of deal. He would lure them in with fake things to get them to want to go in there. So I think a good idea is have like an 8-bit child it's almost like FNAF. I'm basing a lot of this from FNAF's characteristics, except keeping my own fluent, I don't want to say retrospective, but like perspective into this. Then I also want to do the idea and basics of what happens to Lauren. You know, Lauren's the type of person where she doesn't put up with that kind of stuff. She will, you know, she's got a little bit of Southern in her, so she's a little, honey, I swear to God, boom. That's all I'm telling you right now. So, but once she finds out about all this dirty lies or dirty lying and manipulation, he's quick to draw the line, and she's killed. I will not tell you how, but I will spoil that. Keep in mind, this was all happening in the 90s. You know, later on, that's when the investigator goes to the house. He ends up killing himself because he ended up dropping his pain, or not his pain pills, but like his, what do you call it? What do you call those pills that people take to, you know, get their mind to calm down? I'll just call it psych medicine, I guess we can call it that. Psych meds. And another inspiration I thought of was the Lightfoot case, which was based off of quote-unquote true events. I'm not really sure how true this was, but the Blackwell ghost, I really drew myself to that. So I'm thinking repetitive movements in the house would be good clues on what happened in there. And on top of that, random footprints would appear, and so Alicia would be constantly confused as to why footprints would appear, even though nobody's clearly walked through at night. But she would blame her husband for that because, you know, he is an early bird, and he likes to get up early and you know, start his day off early because he's got work. He has work. You know, he's a workman. He's a family man and a workman. I should probably add that. So, but he tries to tell her, dude, it's not me. It's not me because I am not up. I'm up, yes, I may be up before you, but these are here whenever I wake up. So she still cleans them up, and so does he. So yeah, that would be the sum up of that. And I've also thought of a couple of scenes that I want to do for Weirdo Stevie here. In this case, Mr. Quiet Boy with Harmful Intents. There's a reason why he would be like this. There's a reason why, and we don't know that. I can't give you intel on why, but I know exactly why. That's all I can really spoil right now. As far as questions go, you can comment them, or if you're watching like right now, then ask away. Go ahead, ask right away. You know, I'm waiting. But yeah, that's all I really have to say to this. You know, there's still some planning to be done. It's just a matter of finding ideas and people who are willing to be a part of this. Okay, so I need to think of some building blocks for some scripting, and I'm gonna go ahead and start on that. So TM. I will not expose the title. If you already saw that, then you'll know exactly what it is. So we need to think of a script. So the basics is this investigator, and I need to think of his name. No data. What is this? What is no data mean? Well, there's not much I can really do about that. Oh, okay. Well, like dipped. Okay then. So, I need to think of a good investigator name. I just don't know if I can think of one. Does anybody, or would anyone have any ideas? So as far as that goes, again, comment if you have ideas for a name for the investigator. You know, I want this to be as interactive as possible for those that are willing to watch. Matter of who. Who is the guy behind? Oops, I did not mean to do that. Yep. Oops. Go away. Thank you. I don't know. I really don't. I can't think of a good name. Let me see. Oops. Where's my mouse? Oh, okay, here it is. So I need to tie in some things here. Maybe the family of the Vogue's knew the investigator's family, so maybe like deep-rooted history. Let me see something here. Let me do something really quickly. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Wow. Alright. Huh. That actually doesn't seem that bad. Let's do that. Basics. I like Collins. Perfect. But how would he tie into the family? Like, how would he know this whole family tree? Maybe his father was familiar? Collins' father knew Silas. There. So Lauren vote and Silas vote kind of had some close relations with Colin's father, but they had like bad beef as well. So like Colin's family did not like Silas because of how off-putting he was, considering his oh, okay, wow, I just got that off my head. Alright, just because of, or considering his mental state. Now, other than that, besides that, like, what else would go into play for that? Silas being tired of rejection only grew more insane, causing Silas to kill children. I did not spell that right. Children. 10 and up. Killed. I just thought of a perfect name. Andrew Collins. Andrew. Older brother. Andrew Collins. Quote unquote missing. And they happen to be next door neighbors. Brooke and Collins were next door neighbors. Okay, thank you. You do realize you're live, right?
I know. I'm just coming to see what you made.
Okay. Hi guys, how's it going?
Nobody's on the live stream for some reason.
Nope, there's 2 people on. Oh,
That'd be
too.
too. I'm going to sleep with her.
Okay,
So is this what it's going to be about?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how it's going to start first.
We'll find out. I just need to plan.
You need to make a trailer too.
Yes, I know. Trailers aren't usually filmed until after production, isn't it? Okay, well.
Alright, well, I'm headed then.
Okay, good
This
night.
is my new hand now.
Nice.
I'm going to rip it off.
Alright, well, good. What the?
Good night.
Oh, wow. Okay. Boy. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and call this an end. Alright. Good night.